How much money were you spending on drugs a month? Do you even know?
No, I'd say about 5 to 10 grand.
So how bad did this addiction get?
I was taking 18 to 20 pills a day.
18 to 20?
Yeah. And no one knew. No one knew.
Stacey Dash opens up about her battle with addiction, past traumas, and her road to recovery.
I thought, you know what? I'm going to let people know what I've been through, tell the truth about my life.
On Thursday's episode of the Dr. Oz Show, the 54-year-old actress gets candid about her past, claiming that both her parents were addicts. Dash says she first tried drugs when she was 8 years old, and when she was 16, her mom gave her her first line of cocaine.
Both my parents were drug addicts. My father was a heroin addict. My mother, I don't know if she did heroin. I know she smoked crack and did a lot of coke.
It's a topic the actress opened up to ET about back in 2016 while promoting her book, There Goes My Social Life, From Clueless to Conservative.
There are so many kids who, when they see their parents in that struggle, it's like that fork in the road. It either scares you straight or it leads you down the same path. And it led you down the same path.
For a little while. Yeah. Until I had my son.
Dash also says trauma in her life happened early, telling Dr. Oz she was molested when she was 4.
I didn't really remember until I was 17 when I tried to kill myself. It was at that time that I remembered that that happened to me, and I had already been very angry. I was very angry. I became angry at, I'd say, around the age of 10 or 11, which is when my mother finally left my father. Even though my home was unstable and my father was a heroin addict, I knew he loved me. He just couldn't beat it. He couldn't overcome the addiction.
Dash adds that she ran away from home and would party, and says she was in an abusive relationship in her early 20s.
I mean, he would beat me so bad that I couldn't get out of bed for 2 weeks. I couldn't walk.
What did those abusive relationships teach you?
That I didn't value myself. That I need to value myself.
Later on, Dash got sober, but after 20 years clean, she says she relapsed when she was prescribed Vicodin to help with her painful fibroid cysts and became addicted.
I'm not blaming the doctors at all because it was my choice to take more. You know, it was my choice to take that extra one even though I wasn't in pain. I chose to do that because the Vicodin filled that hole inside of me. It filled that anger. It calmed that anger down. It slowed my brain down. It gave me the ease so that I could deal with life.
At one point, the Clueless star said she was taking 18 to 20 pills a day, but no one knew, adding that her addiction caused her to lose everything.
How much money were you spending on drugs a month? Do you even know?
No, I'd say about 5 to 10 grand.
As for what stopped her,
I almost died. My kidneys were so infected that my blood was septic.
Oh.
And my organs were shutting down. So I got rushed to the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
And I had to have a full blood transfusion. And I was in there for 3 weeks, and by the grace and mercy of God, I lived.
After she left the hospital, the actress says she continued to abuse drugs before entering a rehab facility.
It wasn't until the last 10 days that I finally said, oh snap, I'm an addict.
Today, Dash is 5 years sober.
Greatest blessing is that not only have I been able to be honest with myself and become a better person, I've been able to understand my parents and that they did love me and that they were doing the best they could and they were just sick. They were addicted.
The former Fox News commentator now credits her faith for helping her get sober and hopes that by sharing her story, she can help people battling similar demons.
There is no shame in being an addict. There is no shame in getting help because that's what we need. And for people who are not addicts, I would ask them to please look at people with more compassion and empathy understanding, because they need help. They need help, can't do it on their own.